Canada crackdown on travel visas begins this month as new rules limit entry to tourism, business, and family visits. Canada is tightening its travel rules starting this month. New visa restrictions will now limit entry strictly to tourism, business, and family visits, marking a major shift in how temporary visas are issued and used. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. In a bold and transformative move that underscores a growing trend toward stricter immigration oversight, the Government of Canada is set to enforce major changes to its temporary resident visa program starting in May 2025. With this new policy shift, visitor visas will be approved solely for three narrowly defined purposes: tourism and travel, business visits, and family or personal visits. This sweeping reform reflects Canada's intention to align short-term entry more closely with its long-term immigration goals, national security interests, and economic sustainability. It also marks a decisive crackdown on visa misuse, particularly in areas where visitor permits were being exploited for unauthorized work, long-term stays, or backdoor entry into other immigration streams. For foreign nationals, these changes are both a wake-up call and a roadmap. If you want to visit Canada after May 2025, your intent must be crystal clear, your documentation airtight, and your plans strictly temporary. Understanding the 2025 visitor visa overhaul, why now? Canada has long enjoyed a reputation as one of the most welcoming nations on the planet, offering stunning landscapes, vibrant cities, a multicultural society, and high standards of living. Its visitor visa program reflected that openness, allowing millions of temporary entries annually for diverse purposes. However, this openness came with growing concerns. Rising numbers of overstays and unauthorized employment. A surge in asylum applications from visitor visa holders. Increased administrative strain on immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada. Fraudulent documentation and misrepresented intentions. In response, the Government of Canada has decided to draw a sharper line between short-term visits and immigration ambitions. The revised TRV framework seeks to bring clarity, enforceability, and integrity to Canada's borders. What is the temporary resident visa? The temporary resident visa is a document issued by Canadian consulates or embassies that allows foreign nationals to enter Canada temporarily. While previously the TRV allowed for a broad range of visit purposes including tourism, short-term study, family visits, business exploration, and more, the new rules have reined in that flexibility. As of May 2025, TRVs will be restricted to tourism and travel, business visits, family and personal visits. Other uses, such as prospective employment, long-term caregiving, or extended educational activities, now require specific visa categories or work/study permits. 1. Tourism and travel. Who is this for? The tourism and travel category is for those who wish to experience Canada's natural wonders, historic cities, diverse cultures, and recreational activities for leisure purposes only. Eligibility criteria. To qualify for a tourism visa, applicants must intend to stay temporarily, prove strong ties to their home country, job, family, property, show sufficient financial resources to fund their trip, have no intention of working or studying in Canada, be in good health, a medical exam may be required, have no criminal history or prior immigration violations. Permitted activities: sightseeing and cross-country travel, visiting national parks, museums, and historic sites, attending non-professional, recreational classes, e.g., art, cooking, participating in festivals, tours, and cultural events. Documents required: valid passport, minimum 6-month validity, detailed itinerary of visit, bank statements, employment letters, or proof of income, return flight bookings or travel plans, hotel/accommodation bookings, completed TRV application and biometrics. Important note, tourists are not allowed to work, study full-time, or provide caregiving assistance even on an unpaid basis during their visit. 2. Business visits. Who is this for? This visa is for professionals, investors, entrepreneurs, and business representatives seeking to engage in legitimate business activities that do not involve entering the Canadian labor market. Eligibility criteria. Applicants must provide evidence of a business visit, meetings, conferences, trade shows, be employed or affiliated with a company outside of Canada, have no intention to receive payment from a Canadian source, present a formal invitation from a Canadian entity, prove financial independence during the visit. Permitted activities: attending business meetings and networking events, conducting site visits or feasibility studies, negotiating contracts or business deals, Participating in short-term training, non-remunerated. Documents required. Valid passport. Letter of invitation from a Canadian business. Employment verification letter or company documents, for self-employed. Business registration/license. Proof of funds and travel itinerary. Conference registrations or business correspondence. Important note, business visitors cannot be employed, even temporarily, within Canada's labor market. No paid work may be undertaken. 3. Family and personal visits. Who is this for? This category supports individuals wishing to visit family members or close friends in Canada. This includes reunions, milestone events, or simply spending time with loved ones. Eligibility criteria. To qualify, applicants must receive a formal invitation from a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. Provide evidence of relationship, e.g., birth or marriage certificates. Intend to leave Canada before the visa expires. Demonstrate sufficient funds or have a sponsor. Have no plans to work, study, or conduct business in Canada. Permitted activities. Attending family functions, weddings, birthdays, religious ceremonies. Short stays with relatives or close friends. Informal caregiving or emotional support, non-compensated. Cultural and religious community gatherings. Documents required. Valid passport. Letter of invitation and contact information of host. Proof of relationship, birth, marriage, family tree documents. Sponsors Canadian ID or PR card. Sponsors proof of income or accommodation. Return travel plans. Important note. This visa does not authorize long-term caregiving or domestic labor, which are common misuses of this visa stream. Any form of remunerated activity is prohibited. How to apply for a visitor visa under the new rules. Whether applying under tourism, business, or family categories, the application process has been standardized to enhance efficiency. Step-by-step guide. Choose your category. Clearly identify your purpose, tourism, business, or family visit. Gather your documents. Assemble all documents specific to your visa category. Include financial proof, invitation letters, and itinerary. Complete the online application. Apply through the IRCC portal. Accuracy is key, errors can lead to refusals. Biometric submission. Schedule an appointment at a visa application center. Provide fingerprints and photographs. Pay the application fees. Visa application fee, $100 Canadian. Biometrics fee, $85 Canadian, if applicable. Track your application. Use the IRCC tracker to monitor progress. Processing times vary by country. Apply well in advance. Receive a decision. If approved, the visa will be affixed to your passport. If rejected, a refusal letter will explain the reason and next steps. Visa validity and extensions. Most TRVs grant stays of up to 6 months. However, the duration granted depends on the discretion of the visa officer. Travel history and background. Purpose and itinerary. Extensions. If you wish to stay longer, you must apply before your visa expires. Submit a visitor record application from within Canada. Provide updated financials and justification for extension. Who is ineligible under the new TRV rules? Not everyone qualifies for a visitor visa. Disqualification may occur due to intent to seek work or enroll in full-time study, past immigration violations in Canada or elsewhere, criminal records or security concerns, weak ties to the home country, insufficient financial resources, incomplete or fraudulent documentation. Consequences of non-compliance. Misusing your visa can result in serious consequences. Immediate visa revocation. Deportation orders. Multi-year re-entry bans. Permanent inadmissibility to Canada. Key violations include working without a permit, overstaying your visa, studying without authorization, providing false documents or statements. Visitor visa and the future of Canadian immigration policy. This visa overhaul is not an isolated reform. It reflects a larger trend within Canadian immigration policy aimed at sharpening the focus on economic integration, border security, and resource management. Canada is also making significant changes to international student programs, post-graduation work permit eligibility, parental sponsorship rules, caregiver immigration pathways, impact on travelers and diaspora communities. For genuine travelers and families, this policy provides clarity. However, it also raises challenges. Reduced flexibility for combining tourism with business scouting. Greater scrutiny for first-time travelers or applicants from high-risk regions. Administrative pressure on Canadian hosts to prove relationships and financial capability. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.